Hi everyone, in this video I'll be speaking about what is a Goodyear welted shoe versus a Blake shoe. In both cases, they're shoes where the sole is stitched onto the rest of the shoe. In the case of Blake, we'll start off with where you see these stitches, they actually work their way to the inside of the shoe. So the insole where your foot rests when you wear a shoe, you see the stitches that are Blake stitched from the outside to the inside. Sometimes they might be covered by having a full footbed and it covers the inside of the shoe, but in our case, because we use a leather insole, it helps absorb your sweat much better. We leave it only with a half footbed. Sometimes they might use something like paperboard, stitch the outsole to the insole, paperboard insole, and put a full leather footbed. That's a Blake shoe. In a Goodyear welted shoe, you have the stitches, but the stitches don't work their way to the inside of the shoe, only work their way to the welt. The welt is a piece of leather that goes all around the perimeter of the shoe, and this helps you to kind of remove the sole, remove the stitches, and then therefore remove the sole and easily put on another sole as well. A Blake shoe could also be resoled, but it's not as easy. It's not such a clean job, let's say, because inside of the insole has holes, and now you need to really match those holes exactly to make sure that there are no more extra holes in the insole. Whereas with the Goodyear welted, it's a lot easier to repair the shoe. Here you have holes that are working its way right from the inside of the shoe to the outside, because you have a needle and all that puts the hole and then the thread that goes around it. So it's not as, let's say, water resistant as a Goodyear shoe, because these holes only work their way to the outside of the shoe itself. So that's the main kind of construction difference between a Blake and a Goodyear. Loafers sometimes lend themselves better to Blake construction, whereas more formal shoes lend itself better to Goodyear welted construction. Let me know what you think. In another video, I'll be speaking to you about how different machines work, and I'll show you how a Blake machine works and a Goodyear welted machine as well. I'll also speak to you on another series called Bridlen Stories, where we'll be speaking about our first Goodyear welted shoe, how the line came about. So watch this space for more.